in celebration of Blackie's birthday, we all popped no-dos and went cow tipping. What is happening, Roadies? Welcome back to yet another Story Time Friday here at Roadie Free Radio. Super psyched to have you, man. How are you guys? I hope things are well and you're surviving. You're out there doing it. What a crazy time we're living in, but I somehow, deep inside, I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope you do too, man. And I hope that you get some relief by coming here and listening to these stories every week and remembering what life used to be like on a van on the road. By me reading these stories, Hell on Wheels, a Tour Stories compilation right here by Greg Jacobs. It is great to have you guys. Remember, there is a new version of this book coming out, a new updated edition, revised and revered throughout the land sometime this spring or summer 2022. The University of Hell Press is putting out a new version of this book, has these stories and many more new ones to come out. I'm going to get Greg on the show sometime in June. We're going to talk about the new book. We're going to talk about the old book. We're going to talk about life on the road. If you guys want to pick up this version of the book, you can do so by hitting that Amazon affiliate link below. That will take you, like I said, to a used version of this book. Or you can wait it out till this summer and get yourself a new copy of the new version of the book. Whichever way you'd like to do it, I suggest you grab yourself a copy. Want to give a big shout out to my sponsor of this show, oneofoneproductions.com. Not only do they make super comfy sweatshirts, man, they also have all the gear you need to start podcasting today or to take your current podcast to the next level. They've got microphones, headphones, interfaces, storage solutions, stands, headphones. I think I said headphones. They got it all, man. Oneofoneproductions.com. Use the link in the description to check out what they've got going on, and then use the code ROADIEFREE when you check out. All right, so today's story is by the band Luscious Jackson. This is their road story. Here we go. Luscious Jackson, San Francisco to Oregon. Vivian has flown ahead to meet her parents in Portland. Dear Viv, miss you already. Life in the van is not quite the same without you. We each have our own bench seats. Tonight you missed out on Dairy Queen and double cappuccinos in the front seat, hence this letter. We're driving through the valley where it is 100 degrees at night. The bug to windshield ratio works out to be about 100 deaths per minute. The soundtrack is pure classic rock. Frampton is alive once again. Today we talked on the radio, and since you weren't there, no one heard you. In your absence, however, we made sure to make use of the words plethora, myriad, and cornucopia. R.E., the van break-in. The criminal profile has been determined by the items stolen, which follow. 1. Led Zeppelin tape, physical graffiti, pimple cream, James Smalley's 1,000 Acres, your Roadie light, 2 packs of grape Pez, and Mike's fanny pack. Jill's leather boot collection remained untouched. Draw your own conclusions. We're headed toward Weed, California, where we will be purchasing corduroy caps emblazoned with the word weed. We had yet another backseat discussion about anal sex techniques. Too bad you missed out, but the word fluted did not come up this time around. How was your plane ride after the stressful morning? Did you eat the eggs? Per usual, Mike did. Did you encounter any more Vivian devotees on the flight? Speaking of fans, here are some of post-show comments that came our way. 3 teens told us that they listened to only our records after 8 hours straight while on ecstasy. A smashed English girl asked Jill, "Have you fucked any of the members of Urge Overkill yet?" 60s SF casualty Bob compared us unfavorably to Etta James and Janis Joplin. A suave Bala Bucky Pope, former Tar Baby, current Cold Cock Trio, appeared in a tuxedo and said nice things. As always, Pat Mangina Carpenter showed up. New. Goat Odie Cato fessed up to copying UO Nash Cato's name. Bob Mack was physically removed from the nightclub sans shirt. Chrissy Hynde was spotted with Merch King Tommy by the t-shirt stand. Shockingly, the mullet turnout at our Bay Area shows was pitiful. Well, Viv, the road to weed is long and painful, and we keep seeing smudgy signs for leaping deer. XOXO, Luscious Jackson. P.S. Jill's 12-pack of suntan knee-highs are still AWOL. Seattle to Denver. Urge has flown to San Diego to do the X-Fest and will meet us in Denver. Dear boys, a note from Stinker's Truck Stop. Since you all were forced to miss the glamour of Idaho, let us recap it for you. Mostly there is an intense lack of color in this state. The people, food, and land are basic beige. The official state scent seems to be manure. Gabby says egg farts. Yesterday's highlight was a gas station milkshake machine. Last night, a hostile redneck called our beloved Mike a long-haired freak and threatened us when we asked for a gas receipt. As usual, we missed our projected destination by 200 miles and 2 hours. Forced to seek shelter, we were thrilled to find that the Boise airport area swinger scene is as hot as they say. Upon exiting the bathroom of our hotel spa, Jill surprised 2 hideous blonde hot tub patrons who grinned maniacally through clenched teeth. We sampled the glorious complimentary continental breakfast featuring the Idaho staple Cremora, but made sure to leave room for Stinker's world-famous potato salad. As we gaze upon the uneventful beige landscape, our dreams of farm life shatter. In celebration of Blackie's birthday, we all popped no-dos and went cow tipping. While sleeping in a quasi-69 position due to lack of space, Jill and Gabby tried to pass gas simultaneously but failed over and over again. We realized you can't always get what you want. FYI, the toilet at the Sodbuster restaurant lets out a strange high-pitched moan when you flush it, and there are 26 varieties of beef jerky at Mr. Gas. XOXO, Luscious Jackson. Denver to Minneapolis. We long for a coast. Dear God, it's us, Luscious. Life on the road is getting monotonous. We've seen a million places and we've rocked them all. While driving along, staring boredly, let's try that again, shall we? While driving along, staring boredly out the window at livestock, we were feeling sort of sorry for cows and their mundane lives. Then we thought a little more about a cow's life. They know exactly when they will be fed, milked, and put to sleep in their cozy barns. Viv pointed out that knowing when and where we would be fondled every day and where our next meal would come from would be quite luxurious. Today we entered a new word into the Luscious Jackson dictionary. Gabby coined the phrase, "Piu, huh?" to describe the scent of the Midwest. We get more and more delirious with each passing field. Our minds are wound tight like balls of hay. We wonder nightly why the restaurant vegetables of choice in the rolling farmlands of Nebraska are powdered mashed potatoes, wilted iceberg lettuce, and canned peas. Never in our lives did we anticipate that someday we'd have a burning desire to reach Minneapolis. So God, we're offering you a deal. We'll keep a stiff upper lip for the next 14-hour drive. We won't even mention the polyester sheets and cinder block walls and the Motel 6s. Just help us find an okay radio station for the hours ahead and some leafy greens in Minneapolis, and we'll call it even. XOXO, Luscious Jackson. Nice, good stuff. Who we got next week? Mary's Danish. There's a band called Mary's Danish. All right, they're coming up next week. Luscious Jackson, good stuff, man. Thank you guys again for tuning in, for listening to the podcast, or for watching this here on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts and wherever you watch your YouTube channels. I appreciate you swinging by. Hit the like button, leave me a comment, leave me a review. I appreciate it. Subscribe to either the podcast or the YouTube channel so you know when things are going on and a new video gets posted. But you can tune in here every Thursday and Friday. For now, I've got Roadie Free Radio Rewind episodes coming out Thursdays and Storytime Friday with Hell on Wheels coming out on Fridays. So there you go. If you want to support a crew member in need during this rough, crazy time out there, you can do so by picking up a button, a keychain, or a sticker over at roadiefreeradio.com. All the proceeds, not all the proceeds. If I did all the proceeds, I would make nothing. So a portion of the proceeds, my friends, will go to musiccares.org or roadiecare.com to help out a touring crew member in need during this time. Thank you again so much for stopping by. Stay healthy, stay happy out there, and I'll see you down the road.